We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Throwing Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones. And this one's incomplete.
This defense for the Pats, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 40 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to throw. McCartney to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. And sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second down, here's Barkley. Uses this, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, McCartney. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Pats are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Patriots 14, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Pats are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, McCartney. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Jones on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Singletary is in. Touchdown, Jets. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Looking to throw. McCartney. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Going up top. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown here in this first half.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. In motion goes the tight end. A final shot before break. McCartney. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
Take it in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because, CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Play action. McCartney. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Rolling to his left.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake. McCartney trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up. Possession here at their own 33.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Off-play action. McCartney. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Off the play fake. McCartney. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Throwing on first down, McCartney. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Looking to throw. McCartney. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Russell.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jones, throw left side, complete. That's Russell. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you...
Touchdown, Patriots! A great play there. 48 yards.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
47, Jets 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones out to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game.
And now here is another interception.
And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Nick Bosa, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To throw on 2nd down, McCartney.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception.
And the Patriots are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were. And how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.